When you use your bar sensei from Assess2Perform, we want you to consider VBT Redefined. And what that means is it's time to look beyond the legacy metrics like mean or average velocity and start to look at metrics that define the qualities that we're trying to train and the outcomes that we're looking for. When we talk about that, we talk about starting strength, explosiveness, rate of force development. And so we have the A2P Sport app configured to look at peak speed, but also POP 100, which is our unique metric to identify rate of force development. It's how much speed you can generate the 100 millisecond point of the concentric phase. On top of that, we're going to be looking at mean propulsive velocity. Mean propulsive velocity just looks at the propulsive phase of the range of motion, not the full range of motion. And what we mean by that is if you're doing just a regular squat, meaning it's not a ballistic movement, you're not jumping, there's going to be a phase where you decelerate. We're really not so interested in looking at that decelerative phase. We want to look at that propulsive phase. So mean propulsive velocity cuts that decelerative phase out. The bar graph here will show distance, and that's just to give the athlete some feedback to make sure they're hitting their required distance on the depth of the squat. That's actually, we mark that as an estimate. So I'm going to have Kim step in and give us an example of 3 repetitions. The timer just allows her some time to get in the start stable position, and on the ding, she'll complete 1 repetition, then come back to the tall position again, wait for the next ding. Drive, hold at the top, go. 1 more. Excellent, go ahead and rack. So really what we want you to learn about this is to say, hey, just because these legacy metrics of average and mean have been around for a long time, now that there's new innovative ways at looking at VBT outputs, we want you to pay attention to them. POP 100 and mean propulsive velocity.